One sec. All right. Hello and welcome to Simbin Sessions big end of year review with me, Meg and Wellens.
And me, Matt Shaw.
As you can see, once again, we have had to resort to, what's the word? Technology.
Low prod.
Low production technology, as I am in Wolverhampton at the Grand Slam of Darts. Matt's in his house, but yeah, it's me. I'm in Wolverhampton. And Wolverhampton's it's not somewhere that you'll attempt to get to in a day. So here we are doing our end of season review via a computer. But yeah, Matt, how are you?
I'm very well. Busy on annual leave. I'm enjoying not logging onto X every day, not having to write every day, not speaking to anyone. I've become a bit of a recluse, actually. I spent yesterday...
You've been out drinking beer every day?
Yeah, I went yesterday and I just drank on my own all day, and it was wonderful. I took my headphones. I was like the proper old man. Headphones in the local pubs. Just enjoying my own company. It was class, to be fair.
What a sad story.
Yeah, well, listen, you sometimes, in this job, it's so sociable. Sometimes you just need, like, do not disturb, Spotify, Guinness. That's all you need in life. And it was therapeutic.
So instead of live, laugh, love, it's do not disturb, Spotify, Guinness.
It was therapeutic. It was good for the soul. Good for the soul.
Well, there you go.
I already feel refreshed, and I've still got another 2.5 weeks, which is wonderful.
You have, and why have you got 2.5 weeks, Matt?
I have 2.5 weeks because we actually, spoiler, we mentioned this on another episode we recorded, but we've no idea when all these things are going out, so we might repeat ourselves. I get married on Saturday, and then go on honeymoon.
And you booked it now?
Yeah, we booked it yesterday. I don't want to talk about it. That's part of the reason why I put my headphones in and went out on my own, because I'm severely stressed about my finances.
Where are you going?
Orlando.
You succumbed to going to Florida.
We were going to Dublin, apparently, and somehow it ended up Orlando. Yeah, not happy about it, but that's life.
That is life.
That is life. So... but it does mean the good side is I'll be away for 2 weeks, different time zone. So I'm really setting my mind. I don't want to speak to her. I just want to disappear for a bit, chill out, I'm planning on like a blanket ban of X. You won't see me. I don't intend. I will give in on this. I'm well aware I'll give in on this, but right now I'm disappearing. I'm going to let people worry about me and think where I am and what I'm up to. And have a bit of mystique about me for a while, I think.
I'm not sure what to respond to that, but enjoy that.
Thank you.
I will not be disappearing because I'm here working the whole time, and then I have a couple of days off, and then I start work again. Yeah. But not on the rugby, on the darts, which has been a lovely change of pace.
Yeah, I recognised your hand yesterday. You can recognise Meg's hand because
you don't need to get into.
She has the smallest thumbs you've ever seen in your life. Like, they're not normal.
Thank you for that, man.
I feel like it's a problem.
Well,
get
anyway,
your thumbs out. Let everyone see.
No.
So, but anyway, if you ever watch anything and there's an interviewee with a tiny thumb, it's Meg.
Well, that's ruined my career. So anyway,
and if there's a stool, it's probably for Meg to stand on.
What can I say? You don't need it as much in darts as I do in rugby. They're not as tall.
No, that's true. That is true.
But anyway, this is a bit of a different episode, a bit of a different layout because we're going through absolutely everything. But I think there's only one place to start because it's the most recent, and that is let's get going instead of club. Well, that was kind of Clubhouse Whispers. Before we get into try or no try, our extra bit of Ashes analysis. I mean, the dust has settled. Matt?
It's not been a good tour, has it?
No.
It's not been a good series. They just didn't play well. What else to say? I think I used in my summary. They laid gloves on the Kangaroos, but never looked capable of hitting a knockout punch. And that's kind of how I feel. Because I feel
it didn't even look like they were going to take it 12 rounds. Like, it wasn't even like.
Well,
they didn't, Matt.
But I'm still, and I've spoke to a lot of people in the game, like just getting their views as well, and they're all in the agreement. In the middle of the park, England were fine. They were good.
Yeah, but I think the issue is that Australia weren't that good.
No, and we have to accept that they weren't at the best, and didn't need to be at the best, which is the concern. And you would expect them to be better next year in the World Cup.
Like the fact is, Kev Walters is under pressure because people think they didn't play well.
Didn't play well enough, even though they want to see. Yeah, I get it. I think the reality is there's a bit of a reality check of where we are as a nation right now. We're not that good, if we're honest.
I think it's more for me going into a series, especially on home turf. If you know that you're the underdogs, you then do everything else in your power to do community outreach, to make it a tour, to make sure you're in these places for enough time to make it that people are really engaged with England. And if we're being really, really honest, people ended the series really engaged with Australia.
Yeah.
And that's the issue for me.
One of the big disappointments, really. Yeah. And listen, at the end of the day, England were together as a squad to win a series, but there's still, you compare it to how the Aussies conducted themselves and the amount of time they spent on the field after games and blah, 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 blah,
not even just after games, like captains' runs, being in Leeds, being in Liverpool. Yes, I know Wigan's close to Liverpool, but just go to Liverpool and do community outreach at local rugby league clubs where it competes for rugby union all the time. Like, it's not difficult.
No, it's not. No, just a missed opportunity, I think, is the way I look at it. A missed opportunity.
Massively.
Could have, should have been better given. I know that you don't agree with me on this. There are things I'm encouraged about, and I did think a lot of aspects of performances were all right, but there's the key one.
They scored 2 tries, man.
Yeah, and that's the glaring concern. That's the glaring concern. But I think if you actually look at the process and constructing territory and putting yourselves in positions.
But Matt, so like Saints did that all year and constructed territory and put themselves in positions. The issue is that they couldn't win a game. There's no point going down the route of like getting yourself in a position if you then can't finish it off.
No, and that's the problem. That's exactly Saints. The problem, they didn't have the right spine. It's the same. England didn't have a good enough spine. It's as simple as that.
So 2 big questions come out of the series. First is, World Cup's a year away. Right now, who would your halfbacks be?
If we're picking them now, today, Jake Connor and Mikey Lewis.
Agreed. And this is very funny because you went into this series saying about you wanted kind of safety in the halves. And I said, just go Mavericks, just go wild, and just have something that's a point of difference where okay, they might leak more tries, but you have to trust everyone else around them to defend those moments because they're going to create something that's different. The issue I had with the spine that Shaun Wane went with through the majority of the tournament is that it's easily defendable and it throws nothing at Australia.
Yeah, I get it. I do
even when you hear George Williams talk about it and the kicks, the corners, and it was like they were trying to keep it 0-0.
I think at the same time, Mikey got his chance and didn't take it, and he was the first to admit it. He said it himself.
He was, but was he? The thing for me is, yes, he wasn't 100%, but I don't. And I understand George Williams is captain, but there was a partnership we never saw that I would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, the problem is, I think the three halfbacks that were picked, if you could put all three of them, if you put the qualities of all three together into two players, you'd be laughing. But you don't. You can only pick two. You know, Harry kicked far better than Mikey in the second test, but he didn't.
But then we never saw Harry and Mikey.
But he didn't pose anywhere near enough threat in good ball. Mikey didn't kick well, but you know that he provides threat in good ball. So you've got this. You know, do you go with? Should we try Smith and Lewis?
Okay, you've just said. But then, what for you did George Williams provide?
I thought George played well first test.
Right.
I don't think he played well after that.
Yeah. And it's part of the issue.
Again, it's the thing, Meg. Like if you play Smith and Lewis, right? They're both good long range kickers. Who's short range kicking? Because neither have good short kicking game. Then this is what my point is.
George's short kicking game wasn't at his best though. Like it for me. Look, I really like George Williams as a person and as a player. But an issue with picking a captain that far out and saying he's my first name on the team sheet, you put him up for the most criticism. Because if he's being honest, he didn't have his best series.
No.
And we could all kind of see it coming because he hadn't played for 2 and a bit months.
Look, I think the big thing for me is the noise was all around Jake Connor. Was it not the right call? I understood why Jake Connor wasn't picked by Shaun Wane. Would I have picked him? Absolutely. I think in hindsight, Shaun Wane would have to go, I got that wrong.
But he didn't. He said, I wouldn't change a single decision.
But is that him playing the media? Is that him trying to fight for his job? It could be a heap of things, couldn't it?
Okay, so that moves us on to my second question, which is World Cup 1 year away. Do you think Shaun Wane should be the man leading England into it?
Good question. Good question.
I think that how hard it is for you to answer kind of answers it.
I'm trying to balance the fact that I think we've got to be realistic about what England can achieve next year anyway, regardless of who's in charge. But I think there does probably have to be an acceptance that this tour wasn't what it should have been. And ironically, we then go to the credit in the bank conversation. Does Shaun Wane have enough credit in the bank? It's a tough one.
The thing for me is as well is people going, all the players are backing him. Well, they're not going to come out and say,
oh
no, I hate the guy. Like asking players within his camp if he should continue in his job is just a waste of time because they're not going to say no.
Certainly not to the media. I mean,
not when they're sat next to him in press conference.
When does a review to be done? Which Nigel Wood's doing.
I think it's a disgrace that we're not going to know till January, though. The decision needs to happen now.
Of course it.
It shouldn't take 2 months.
Yeah. Nah.
Matt, we've got less than a year to a World Cup.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? What is the new England coach going to do between now and January? Because they're all in the off season.
Get together the squad that's currently in England.
They don't. They never do that though. They do that 3-4 times a year.
Yeah, but I'm saying a new coach sets a precedent of in pre-season we're all getting together X time. We're meeting you. I'm meeting you. I'm going to set out my stall for what the year looks like. This is what I need from you commitment-wise. Speaks to every player, gets to know everyone, builds their coaching staff, builds their backroom staff. Like doing it in January, you're just setting them up for more. Just strike while the iron's hot if you're going to do it.
Yeah, but we're already in.
Matt, what's your issue with? I know I'm bringing Saints up again. Your issue with Saints is that they left decisions to the last minute, and it's cost them.
Yeah,
that would be leaving a decision to the last minute, and
I just think doing it between now and January doesn't materialistically change a lot. Is my point.
I think it does in the planning process.
I don't.
In terms of the coach, them building their backroom staff, them putting a plan together for the year, them meeting the players, them putting together a schedule for players, them deciding and sitting with the RFL about what the trip looks like, all those things you could do between now and January. So then
When
they're announced and they sit down
when
with the
did
players.
Australia book their Ashes series logistics?
But that's a bit different.
When did Kevin Walters get appointed as head coach for the series?
That's a bit different though, because Mal Meninga walked.
Yeah, but it'll still be done.
No, but Matt, it's completely different because you've got a head coach saying and fighting for the job. You've got a line of people wanting it. It doesn't take 2 months. I'm sorry, there's not enough to go through that it takes 2 months.
Okay, I can go with that. It shouldn't take 2 months, but I don't think it's the end of the world if it does take 2 months. I don't think.
I just think it continues the look that like international rugby league comes second. Why? So what does Shaun Wane do? He like this is what I mean. So he continues.
But my point is, what does Shaun Wane do between now and January anyway? Probably not a lot, because there's not a lot to do. That's my point.
I just think while it's in the conversation and while people are on about England and it's in the media, like if you're thinking about storylines and media access and all those things, this would be the moment because January, February, everyone's in pre-season anyway. Like,
yeah. I can't get overly concerned by it. I think it has to be done.
Okay, so you're saying I'm saying to you now, should he lead them into the World Cup?
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm so caught in two minds on it. I think upon reflection, if you ask players privately, staff members, whatever else, they'll say there were things about the camp that weren't right. The question is, does Shaun Wane stick back? I think I said on this a couple of shows ago. Shaun Wane's strength is maybe his weakness too, in that he's so adamant and convinced by his own beliefs, which is a great thing to have, but it can also be a downfall. So if things have been wrong on this tour, which I'm sure they haven't got everything perfect, is he willing to go, maybe we need to change this? Does he have the flexibility, the adaptability to...
I don't know. Does he not just hunker down?
And the thing is, I don't know the answer to that question, mate. My gut feeling is they won't change. Will they change? Will they change? Should they change? I don't.
As I've said to you before, Matt, if he had never done a World Cup, I'd have a different opinion. But the fact he has led England in a World Cup on home soil, lost in a semi-final, you shouldn't get two if you've just been drubbed in an Ashes series.
Yeah, and I understand that. I can see that theory.
Like you've had a World Cup.
I can't.
You've had the easiest route to a World Cup final there's ever been. The groups.
I'm not sure about that.
They absolutely tonked Samoa. And
then
came up against them in the semi-final.
Mate, come on. That wasn't Samoa at the best. And I don't think that is right. Because
you don't think that was England's best ever opportunity to win a World Cup?
2013 were a pretty good chance. 2017 they were ankle tap away.
The way the groups were formatted, Matt.
They still had to beat Samoa. Damn good. We're not going back in the day when it was England, Australia, New Zealand, where there were three teams. Matt, things have changed now.
They beat Samoa in a series.
Bear in mind the bookies had England as fifth favourites for that tournament. Bear in mind.
Matt, they beat Samoa in the group and they beat Samoa in a series afterwards. They just didn't beat them in the one that mattered.
But they were fifth favourites, where they'd never been before.
They didn't beat them in the one that mattered.
It was the least back they'd ever been for a World Cup.
They didn't beat them in the one that mattered.
Which is fair enough. I can't disagree with that. When you go, you've played them 5 times, won 4, but didn't win the big one. Fair. Can't argue with that.
I don't understand how a roll of the dice is not better than sticking with the current situation.
And I suppose that's the thing, right? And that's maybe where, looking at it like that, I can get on board, where I go, do I think they win a World Cup as it is right now? No. So do you change it for that reason? Do I think they will under another regime? Probably not, if I'm honest, but you never know.
But it's trying something new, right?
Yeah,
Like
if you want to put it that way, I can
the
see
definition of
the logic.
like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So you're saying you don't know if you should continue. I'm saying
I'm genuinely, it's not like me to sit on the fence, but I don't know on this one. I really don't know.
I just think roll the dice.
Fair enough.
Especially with a job like this, he's done 5 years. And by his own words, he said that a World Cup loss and then an Ashes loss would be on him and a disaster.
Yeah. And I don't
He
think
set his own bar
with what he said post match about we created enough chances.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he said he wouldn't have done anything. He wouldn't have done anything different. He sticks by every decision he's made. He wouldn't have changed anything about it.
And that's probably where I go. Mm-hmm. But is that what he really thinks, or is that him just trying to fight for his job?
If he was trying to fight for his job, I think it'd be better saying, "I know I'll have to do things different."
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a podcast, man. But yeah, let us know what you think. Do you think Shaun Wane should continue as head coach? If you do, tell us why. If you don't, tell us why, and tell us who you think should get the job. And make sure to like and subscribe. So then, I guess that's the Ashes boxed off for now, and obviously we'll get into the World Cup next year as we learn more about if Shaun Wane is the man leading them in. But now we can get into our try or no try big fat review of Super League 2025. And I guess there's only one place to start, and that was Las Vegas. And I was not there, but you were. So how did you find that as an event for Super League and the sport overall?
Oh God, Vegas. Good times. It was fantastic. It was fun. It was everything that we need, everything we want, that we don't have over here. It's a brilliant blueprint. Admittedly, you have to do it on a small scale over here, but it was just tremendous. I just remember, I couldn't believe, I'd never been to Vegas before, but I couldn't believe walking down that main strip that it was everywhere. Everywhere. Like it was a property. I'm used to rugby league taking over Blackpool. It took over Vegas.
Vegas isn't that big, but I get your point.
Yeah, the razzmatazz of it all and everything up on the screen. Just amazing. Suits a person like me who's a bit of a work hard, play hard. Like there was a lot to do, but there was a lot to enjoy. It was just great. It was class, and I think I always thought this about Toronto. If you got more clubs over there seeing it, understanding it, bring it back here, it'll make a big difference to events culture, which we lack in this country. I think we're getting better at it slowly, but we're not quite there. So I think having more clubs go again is just amazing. And it was, for me, barring you throwing up in Pop World, the highlight of the year, for sure. Other than the fact that I spent most of my time there writing about how Salford players aren't being paid, which was really annoying. But other than that, amazing.
No, I am excited to experience it because, like you say, I don't think I've ever experienced rugby league in an event setting, if you know what I mean. Like, where it's the event at a place. I've done it where I'm trying to make it the event at a place, but I've never experienced it being the thing. Obviously, the fans were amazing. It looked amazing on TV. Obviously, the disappointment was the way Warrington played, but that's rugby, right? That's just how it goes. Because I think
Wigan were amazing as well for 50 minutes.
But the thing is, you put so much pressure on it. Like, so for example, we had it with not had it with the darts last night, but Michael Van Gerwen played Gary Anderson. You obviously bill it as this like massive classic, but not every match they play is going to be a classic.
No.
And not every game of rugby league is going to be classic. We just want the ones on that stage to be a classic because we want everyone to go, oh my God, Super League, look at it. But yeah, it was good in terms of showing Wigan as what they were in that moment. Because when Wigan started like that, I was like, oh, bloody hell, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to doing it all again.
Voss's commentary was a highlight as well.
Yeah, I love Vossi.
Yeah, amazing.
Brian Carney's lack of voice, a highlight.
Stole
But
my mum's chips, by the way.
Brian.
He was very, very drunk after the Super League game, and my mum was in a little area with some chips, and Brian didn't even say hello to her, just said, just start eating the chips.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done to the people from, Wigan, Warrington, who got the Super League on that stage, Chris Wadlinski, all those people, because Super League being involved in that event can only help for the future. And then, yeah, obviously this year, Leeds Hull KR.
Indeed. We will be there. We will be there.
We will be there.
What a couple of weeks for OKR. So what is it? World Club Challenge on the Thursday. Vegas on the Sunday. Dream.
It is. It's one that they're going to have to manage, though.
Yeah.
It's
I wonder
gonna.
if Willie Peters will let them go out.
I think I'm always of the opinion if you kind of have to.
Yeah.
In terms of just like it's a once in a lifetime thing, right?
Yeah.
Hindering them from like doing anything there, I don't see how it helps. If you know what I mean.
But does he let them go out early, like early in the week or later in the week after the game?
Shortly after the game.
Don't know. Canberra went out before, didn't they, because of the whole Hudson Young Morgan Smithies thing?
I thought that was like when they were checking in.
It was the first day, yeah, and they were allowed to go out.
Oh, right.
So I don't know. Be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, each coach has their own philosophies, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think making them sit in the hotel room in Vegas isn't maybe isn't the play. But yeah, great start. And if obviously we had Buffer on Sky doing the announcement at Wigan into Vegas, it felt like a real proper start to the season.
Brilliant start to the season.
And then the season kicks off. What were your high points, low points, controversies, dramas? What stands out for you for 2025?
Oh, good question. The 1-0 does spring to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching Hull KR play Huddersfield and battering and thinking, these are the real deal. Likewise, the Hull derby, actually around that time as well. I just thought, these are on it. This is going to take some stopping this year. So definitely, there are a few games that spring to mind. Remember Leeds beating Hull last minute. That was a game. The down points, obviously, the Hull Salford.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Which was painful. Don't know, other than that. Challenge Cup weekend were good. It was just a good weekend. Good story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's about it, I think. How about you? Oh, your audio's gone very strange.
Has it?
It did for a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
no, the one was in terms of I just thought that opening.
You've gone weird again.
Have I?
Yeah, come closer.
Hello.
That's far better.
Okay.
I mean, other than the fact that your face is like squaring the face of everyone, but yeah, your audio's better.
1-0, great start. Just the show that was put on that day as well with the chapel and it was just a really. I remember turning up and feeling like, oh, like we're going for it, like it's going to be one of those seasons. I went to Hull KR for the first time, going there. Like I've never been before. I drove up. It was great. I drove all the way there. And I've driven all the way there.
How long did it take?
Like 3 hours.
Meg messaged me going, "What's an East Riding of Yorkshire?"
I was like, "What's a riding?" Yeah. So yeah, I think for me, on a personal level, I've covered every club and stuff, but I've done a lot of it from offices or whatever. So actually getting out and being at games that are important and at stadiums in big moments was fun and cool. Leeds Hill KR stands out for me in my head. When Leeds pulled off that win, Lockie Miller scored that try. I just remember that being a really good game. Left to right at the end of the season.
Of course, can't forget that.
That was pretty. Yeah, that's one I don't think I'll forget that I was at, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That felt like, oh, I've just witnessed something that we're going to talk about forever.
Yeah, for sure.
The grand final, obviously, but I thought because it was so well attended, it always helps with the atmosphere of that. I think low point's the wrong word, but obviously expansion's happening, but attempting to explain expansion and why it's happening the way is being a difficulty, because it's really hard to explain. Like, do you know, to an outsider in the sport, when people ask you, that's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
And tell them why two teams aren't getting money, but the rest, like, you know what I mean? It just when you're trying to build an appearance and want people involved and then have to try and explain that, it's quite difficult. But yeah, obviously we'll back it and hope it works. Overall, I thought a great season, but I'm looking forward to the next one in the sense of 30 years. I hope everyone just goes big. I'd love it where each club kind of picks a week where it's about like them and what they've done over 30 years of Super League, if you know what I mean. So like Lee's story of their time in rugby league, and then Huddersfield's, and then Saints's, and then Wigan's, and it's like like, I don't know, on TV or at the ground or whatever. It's a week about what they've done in their 30 years.
I've got to be honest, I'm not looking forward to next season. No, that's really morbid and miserable. I just can't get behind an exciting 14-team competition next year with the squads.
I can't if it's 18 playoffs,
which we still don't know. I mean,
this is what I mean. How do we not know? We're in November.
As we record, it's 2 weeks away. Hopefully by the time, well, I don't know when we're planning on putting this out, to be honest, but hopefully we'll know by then. But it's just stupid right now. Yeah. Anyway.
The only positive it is hopefully not that it'll like split, but like there'll be competitive lower down the table matches, if you know what I mean. So there'll like
better rubbish games is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
There'll be better. Like if relegation was happening, you'd be like, oh.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Those bad games actually don't feel as bad when there's something riding on, when it's just you two are just at the bottom and you're not very good, and we have to watch it and report on it. It's like, oh my god, tomorrow. Yeah, I know.
So I guess a quick reflection on the season overall, and then one thing you'd like to change for next year.
Get rid of Captain's Challenge.
That was mine.
Sorry, pal. I got in first.
That's mine.
Get rid. Goodbye. Think of a new one.
No, I agree. Oh, for God's
sake. That was so sulky, by the way. That's mine.
But yeah, I agree. I agree. I just, it takes too long.
Yeah.
The outcome people get confused by.
Inconclusive. Challenge inconclusive, for goodness sake. Like, what are we doing?
And yeah, get rid. Okay.
I mean, if you want me to go for a different one.
No, I've got a different one. I've thought of one.
Okay.
Get rid of try or no try.
That was my alternative. Yeah, painful.
Get rid of try or no try, because as I have said before, when I used the big word agnostic, if you're sending it up to the video referee anyway, then you're not sure.
Yeah, so true.
So
there
true.
You go. They're the two, and I think most people would agree on.
100%. Should we do one? Should we try and think of one that's not related to referees?
Oh, oh, it's got to be disciplinary, hasn't it? Some consistency and disciplinary. When you're not getting rid of it, it's just to change something. It'd be
Man
the.
of Steel system.
Oh, here we go. I thought you were going to say that first. To be honest, I think disciplinary in that it just drives me at the wall that the referees, the match review panel, a tribunal, and then an appeal can all come to 4 different conclusions. Just tells me that the system's not clear enough.
Yeah,
As
the cogs
proven
aren't
by
clicking.
which I'm sure we've discussed on this pod before, our 72-hour debate on Elliot Vincella's Hull Derby tackle, and we both ended up wrong.
Yeah.
So,
A rare occasion where I was wrong.
that would be the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the main ones, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But I think if those changes came in, it would massively help.
Just they're the frustrations, aren't they? They're the ones that people are getting frustrated with. So that's what I'd do. But
okay.
who knows whether they will or not?
Who knows? Okay. Predictions for 2026.
Right, I thought about this. I had it in my head for weeks, and I don't know why. I just like what they're doing. I think Lee will win the League Leaders Shield.
Okay.
I don't know why. You're going to ask me why. I just got this feeling they're going to win the League Leaders Shield. I think they've strengthened the squad again.
But do you think it's going to be like a close league leaders where it's like points difference?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm being miserable again. I think, normally like there's a team that you obviously go, well, they've really strengthened, they're going to be better. I don't think there is. I mean, Cass will be better, but they're not going to shoot into that realm. I look at Hull KR, they're going to be strong again, but you look at without Mickey McCallum, if they lose Jeslett and they're in a heap of trouble. Few guys a year older. Wigan, they've only really made one change in Ollie Wilson. There's no one really, obviously, that I'm seeing kick on. So I think if there's a year for someone different, it's this year. And I've just got a feeling that might be Lee. So.
Yeah, but I think it will be a bit of a 2023 where you had Saints, Wigan and someone else all on same points, and it was points difference that won the league leaders.
Yeah.
We've agreed on this before. I think Wakefield and Hull FC are hopefully, if it's top six contenders. I think Huddersfield are going to have a struggle.
Yeah, their squad doesn't look fantastic.
And I think there's going to be a closer middle of the pack, if that makes sense. Like, I think like 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 aren't as far apart as we kind of usually see, if you know what I mean.
Possibly.
Because Catalans have strengthened.
Yeah, well, they've changed.
They've changed. Warrington have
changed. Yeah, whether they've got stronger or not. Yeah,
Saints have changed.
We've got weaker as it stands right now.
Yeah, so like you've got a few teams that all might be in like similar boats.
Yeah.
Okay. Of our 3 new teams coming up, who do you think does the best?
Toulouse. I just think the home advantage. I think they've got a decent squad, although they're not changing it much. But I just think, if your attitude's not right going away overseas, you can get caught out, and I think they'll get a few wins off the back of that. So I would go Toulouse of the 3.
Okay. And Toulouse of 3. Okay. Yeah. I'm intrigued by York. Because I think if they can build something, it could go really well.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, do I say that? No. I think Wigan have a similar year to this year. Where
what? As in they just miss out? Ooh, interesting.
No, sorry. I think even like, I when I'm thinking about who I think might win each trophy, I'm not immediately I'm not immediately going Wigan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think there's a standout this year. That's my point. There's no one
Yeah.
screaming at me right now as grand final winners.
Which is because even Hull KR aren't.
No, because the Mac. I just worry for them if Cheslington goes down. It's a massive worry for them. Huge worry. Yeah.
Well, they'd have to put some trust in Leyland, wouldn't they?
They would, or move someone. I think there's talk that they might play around in the off season, try a few people there.
I think Lee are in the grand final but lose.
Okay, that's a good one to clip on the 12th of November, 2025, for October 3rd, 2026.
Well, they should be happy that I'm saying them in the grand final.
No,
I just think it's
the first ever grand final appearance is.
I think it's just a situation where the occasion is.
Yeah, well, not many win the first, do they?
How many have won the first?
Whoever won the first, I think. Did Bradford maybe win the first?
And I think Saints won the first, didn't they?
I'll soon find out.
It must just be Bradford and Saints.
You keep talking while I do some research.
I'm gonna go 95%. It's Bradford and Saints.
Right. Well, so it's Wigan and Saints, and Leeds won the first grand. Oh no, they didn't. No, I tell a lie. Wigan and Saints won their first grand finals, and that's it. In 98 and 99.
The traditionalists, the historians coming through again.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so there we go. We're both saying that we think Lee are going to do something.
We are. So there's our early tip. Lee
to do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Okay, which kind of is a good moment to move us into Captain's Challenge. While this is a review, we're going to do a quick one each, and I'll start with mine. In that, although we don't have promotion and relegation, there is actually more at stake for the bottom clubs this year because they should all know that one of them is being replaced by London the year after.
Are we doing the timer or?
I can explain. It won't take me long to explain.
Go.
I just think people have got in this situation, like we've just said, where everyone thinks there's nothing riding on the lower games. Same old. More teams, less talent, more low-end games. Oh, but there's no promotion relegation. What are they going to do? Actually, if you're finishing in those bottom two spots, you're looking behind you. Because let's be real, London are absolutely cruising the championship. And if they don't, something's gone heftily wrong. They've got so much investment. People want Darren Lockyer and his side in. It's just a matter of when. And on the gradings and generally in the system, they'll make up points because they'll win the championship. They'll get the 0.25, whatever it is for that. They will rise. And if you're finishing 14th out of 14th or 13th out of 14th, you're in serious bother. So I think actually let's use that as a storyline. We can big it up who's London taking out. But I just think when people are saying there's nothing riding on it for the lower clubs, I don't think they could be further from the truth because there's literally a club waiting.
My only real counter is who says there's no promotion relegation?
Well, the system as it currently is.
Who says it won't change?
If they change that right now, I'll go even more.
Council meeting is early December. I would not rule it out.
But so what? They're going to bring Bradford, Toulouse, York in on zero money and give them less money than Super League clubs, and then go, oh, and by the way, we're not going to give you a buffer to survive.
Wouldn't rule it out.
I thought we thought they might do it for the year after.
I'm almost convinced they'll do it the year after, or it'll be
Mm.
in place the year after. But whether it's in place for this year, not beyond the realm of possibility for me right now, from what I'm hearing.
If I was someone high up at, if I was someone high up at one of those three clubs, taking the money that I'm taking, well, not Bradford because they get full money, but taking the money that I'm taking at York and Toulouse, and then hearing that, oh, and by the way, P&R is coming back, I wouldn't be happy.
Neither would I. Doesn't mean it won't happen.
No. Okay, but even if it does come back,
your point would still stand that you've
yeah,
got a lot. Yeah.
I think there's just a lot more jeopardy at the lower end than people think.
Yeah. Don't disagree. That's boring. I like arguing.
Well, what can I say? I'm just correct. But yeah, I just think London are gonna piss the championship, and then
well, they should do.
Be like, if they don't, then bloody hell.
Yeah. Yeah, they should do. They should do. Do you want to hear mine?
Go on.
Right, mine's fun, bit different, well, very left field.
On.
Right. Super League clubs need to change the food options for the media next year.
All of them?
Yeah. Well, it's just pie.
I'm a big fan of. Oh, see, I get different food to you.
Yeah, but you're in the posh media. I'm in the peasant media.
It is, but when I'm in the peasant media, it is always a pie.
Always a pie. Right, if we go from Castleford, beige plate, Huddersfield, pie, Hull FC. Now, Hull FC have mixed it up a bit well. Hull FC, I'm probably going to leave out of this because I've had some very good food from Hull FC this year. Hull FC excused. Hull KR, pie. Leeds, pie. Lee, nothing.
Nothing.
Salford give you a voucher for their, or they did before they ran out of money. I shouldn't be sensitive about that, but they used to give you a voucher so you could pick. Wakefield, beige tray. Warrington, pie. Wigan, pie.
We've got a pie problem.
Mix it
up. We've got a pie problem.
Mix it up, man. And there's nothing more. Oh, the worst one, the worst thing, and I won't name clubs because it's happened at a couple, is when you get the pie and it's cheese and onion. A cheese and onion pie.
Oh, I like cheese and onion.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Shoot me. I like cheese and onion.
Me. Meg goes
from Greg's,
Meg
I get
goes
a cheese and onion
deal and gets sushi. Who does that?
I like. I have no issue with a cheese and onion.
No, I've got many.
I think clubs should maybe do the voucher thing where it's like, if they've got stalls or whatever, here's X amount of money, go get.
I have been told that Leeds might be doing that next year, which would have saved us money at the weekend.
That would have saved me money.
Well, it's a bit disingenuous, but okay, we'll get into it.
Yeah, I know. All I'll say is they're providing something.
They're doing nothing wrong other than Lee because they're not providing anything.
That's true.
But they're not doing anything wrong. But
it is a lot of pies. When you're going for 27 weeks and you're eating a pie, at least one pie a week.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pie.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the best pie?
Good question. The best pie I've had, and this is going to cause a stink. They're a bit hot and they're a bit hit and miss. Some have been really good, some have been bad. But the best one I had was at Warrington.
Oh.
It was like a chicken balti pie, and it was really good.
No, not for me, Clive. No.
Yeah, see, I'm a chicken balti. If I would pick a pie, it'd be chicken balti pie.
No.
Definitely. It was I've had others at Warrington that haven't been good, but when they did the chicken ball, it was really good. Wigan's meat and potato pie is also good.
I was going to say Wigan should have the best pie.
Yeah, but I like chicken balti. And at Wigan, it's normally steak or meat and potato. So if you nail the chicken
I love a meat and potato.
I like a meat and potato pie. You can't beat a meat and potato pie. But...
Do Wigan get the pies from Galloway's, or do they
I
do it
don't know. I
themselves?
just eat them. I don't read.
So can
Don't read.
someone from Wigan let me know? Is
I
it
just
Galloway's
consume.
pies?
I just consume.
I need someone from Wigan to let me know. Is it Galloway's, or do they make their own pies? Thanks.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
like a sausage roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But like, I remember when back in the day, like Leeds and the Headingley Calf used to do proper food, be chili or lasagna, or
Leeds sometimes do proper food in that
as the
cafe.
season's gone on, it's been sausage rolls and pies.
No, the rugby they gave us chili con carne.
Yes, that was an England game.
Yeah.
Difference.
I remember once going to Leeds and they gave me quinoa. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is a rugby league game, lads.
Yeah. What are we doing?
What are you doing with quinoa?
Be who you are. Don't pretend you're something you're not.
Yeah. What's a quinoa salad doing here?
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, let's just mix it up a bit. A bit of
Who do you think has the worst pie?
Oh. Why do I get asked these questions? I don't know.
I don't eat the pies.
None of them are bad.
But who's he like?
No one. I feel like that about most pies because they're just a pie. I'm like, oh, again.
Yeah, another pie.
Yeah, none in particular. I like that's a rubbish pie. Pie's pie, isn't it? It's just, but it's pie.
Pie is a pie.
Yeah, they're in an obviously bad one.
No. Well, from my perspective, all of them do nice food because I get hot food.
Well, moving forward,
but the best is Hull KR by country bloody mile.
That's interesting.
They gave us Chinese the other week. It was amazing.
That's all right.
And then if we're there early, for like a afternoon kickoff, they do us full English and pastries and yogurt.
Why do we get like a bacon butty? To be fair, near the end of the season, I think it was when they won League Leader Shield, Tom Forward, media manager, did bring us all the Guinness while we were finishing work. So like fair. Yeah. Can cop that.
I'm trying to think where else. Yeah, they all have decent.
Well, moving forward, you can get me a portion.
Oh, I can't because we have it way before you arrive. So that's the difference in it. So, yeah, but no, Hull KR always put on quite the spread.
Fair enough. Play KR, I will be getting into them about that.
Well, just what can you do? But it gets quite embarrassing though because we'll eat and then I'll be having my hair and makeup done in the same room, and then people start arriving for the matches, like because it's like a lounge. So I'm like weirdly sat in the corner with someone curling my hair while they're all sat there like trying to enjoy the day.
I used to see that happen at Wakefield with Jenna.
Yeah.
Get a hair done. I thought it was felt for
because there's loads of places just don't have anywhere to go, so you end up
of course I get that.
It makes me laugh when clubs are really thinking about like your pie and your water though, because at Saints I went and got a water and hadn't got my pie yet. And I was like, can I just, because they give you like a little ticket, don't they, to go get it from the thingy. And I was like, I just want the water, I might come back for the pie later. And they like took the ticket and was like scribbling out the water, like, God forbid she gets 2 bottles of water.
Especially after you're due a free water from the town of St. Helens, aren't you, after your vending machine shenanigans?
Oh, yeah, St. Helens Station, £3, 3 whole English pounds, and it was warm. I was like,
it's no good.
And what does that vending machine think it is? You're in St. Helens Central Station.
Yeah.
£3 for a water.
Silly.
You're taking Mick.
Game's gone.
The game is well and truly gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to end with 2 questions for you. Your hope for next season and your favourite memory from this season.
We've already done favourite memory. Were you throwing up in Pop World?
Okay, there you go. That's your favourite memory. My favourite memory is... Do you know what? I'm going to say the grand final being on the pitch after Hull KR had won. And it wasn't necessarily the players, but, the staff who've worked there
Yeah.
forever. And, like, just how emotional they were, like, stood there taking that in. I was like... I understand now why people have wanted a new team to win it for so long, because these people have like given their lives to these clubs, and just seeing them have that like moment, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was like,
to be fair, if I actually give a serious answer, it would probably be spending the day with Wigan on day of Vegas game. Like I had access all
you're going to get so much shit for saying that.
I spent the whole day with them, team meeting, job lot, in the dressing room, everything. Got on the pitch at Vegas because they got me the access. Was probably my favourite moment. What would I change?
Mm-hmm. No, what's your hope for
What's my hope?
2026?
I hope that we get to the end of the season with a broadcast deal and a collaboration with the NRL that means the sport really can drive into a brighter tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. My God, that was really philosophical. Drive into a brighter tomorrow. Bloody hell.
Well,
who are you?
You don't have to go to Oxford.
My hope for 2026. My hope for 2026. That the competition is closer than I think it's going to be.
That's a good one.
That teams surprise me and we have upsets, and that we really utilise the fact that it's the 30th year of Super League. I just think it's a moment that we really need to go big on and use, because anniversaries don't roll around very often.
No,
so
that's true.
I hope that we take that moment and
anniversaries do actually technically come around every year, but
I said big anniversaries. So shut up. So yeah, that's my hope, and I hope that they change the Man of Steel system and Jake Connor can win it 2 ways so that he can put that in my face again.
Go watch that if you've not watched it already. It's flying our biggest ever video.
It is. And I hope that I like Vegas, because when I went when I was 19, I didn't like it.
I'm hoping we can bring more puking in toilet stories.
If there's anywhere I'm going to puke in a toilet, it's probably Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
so we will see. We can.
We shall see.
We will have handheld cams, so we can document in explicit detail Meg's puking.
That's what everyone wants to see. But with that, that brings us to the end of our kind of Simbin session review of the year. It's been an interesting one. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and keep an eye on our socials for all the content will be coming soon. We're not going anywhere. We're going to keep going. And there should be a lot more coming very, very soon. So yeah, thanks for watching.